I just watched the 2-episode premiere of Agatha all along, so you don't have to. If you don't want spoilers, save this for later and come back, because we're going to get the fuck into it. Guys, we're so back. We are so back. We're back. We're back. If you liked WandaVision and you've not started this show yet, it's for the same kind of vibe. A lot of people's biggest criticism of WandaVision is that it wasn't always focused on what's the next thing. It took a lot of time to flesh out character, vibe, right? Taking time to enjoy itself and really create the narrative of its own story and not exist within the Marvel world that we already know. So this does that. If you're wanting to jump in and see superheroes that you know from these franchises, don't expect that going into this first episode. This is its own thing. Okay? So first episode, we jump in and Agatha is in this like true crime show, still under Wanda's like spell she's cast, which is so fun. It feels like even though she was broken out of the curse, I really hope that we still play with this theme of the curse, and because I think the strongest, if not one of the strongest elements of WandaVision was playing with genre, playing with tonality, and it just made it so fun and exciting, and I hope they would continue to do that with this show. But if not, the feelings that they evoked in the second episode, I would be so happy if the entire show was just that. Was just spooky, witchy fun. I'd love that. Anyways, talk about the first episode. It felt like the first 10 minutes when she's in her Agnes of Westview show program, it kind of felt like Fargo if it had the color grading of Halloween Town, if Halloween Town took itself 25% more seriously. That's how I feel. I can't help it. Okay? I can't help it that I feel that way. And it's all I could think about. It was so fun. I had a couple like little whoopsies in my brain. I was like, man, all these actors look so familiar. Yeah, Katie. It's because it's all the citizens of Westview from WandaVision. Yeah. Pretty much. Like 30 minutes into the episode, I was like, I'm such a fucking idiot. Like, why didn't I immediately connect that? Which is so freaking cute. It's cutie. This show is cutie so far. We see, also, I'm going to say this is important to me too. The cop that she's interfacing with, that's the neighbor, like the direct next door neighbor from WandaVision, with his cop mustache, looks like discount David Schwimmer. I do not mean this as an insult. I just mean it at face value. It doesn't make me feel anything particular about him. It's just important to note that. So, first episode, we find out, we meet Aubrey Plaza's character. There was some sexual tension there. Also, some really amazing fight choreography, really exciting practical effects. Aubrey Plaza's movement in this character was so fun and sexy and flirtatious. And there's obviously a history between her and Agatha more than even is revealed to us in the first 2 episodes. I'm very excited and interested to cover that and get some more intel there, because they've built this really interesting dynamic of comfort and intrigue. Like, they know each other. They don't necessarily like or trust each other, but there's familiarity. I'm fascinated to explore that. Episode 2, okay? We get a little bit more of Teen Boy. I'm not going to cover too much of the plot summary, as you guys know at this point, because you probably already watched it. If you're this far into the video, you watched it. Our Teen Boy... Guys, I'm going to be real with you. I don't know who I think it is. Obviously, people want it to be Wiccan. What I thought going into the show. Why else would they name a character Teen and not give a name to it if it wasn't something really important to the plot and the story of the series? However, we found out about Agatha's dead son, who in the comics, this son was abandoned by Agatha so she could like go into the human world and exist. And in the comics, he has 7 kids in the 1970s that become the Salem 7. So that would be a really interesting tie to play into. If not, that's okay too. I still think it'd be really interesting if he was Wiccan. There's obviously great need either way, need to get to know her or get to know more about Wanda and figure that out. So that would be interesting and cool. Either way, I've been talking about Young Avengers, spewing my Young Avengers bullshit forever. So if it's Wiccan, great, we're one step closer. If not, Mr. Scratchy would be such a good villain for them. An age-appropriate villain. So, yeah. Also, it's important to me that when they're at the mall, that the teen boy says he works at a place called the Hokey Pokey Bowl. I want to go to there. A Western-themed poke bar? You're joking! It's a pun lover's dream, and I think it should be real. That would be a really fun thing, by the way, to bring to Avengers Campus. Doesn't have to just be shawarma, guys. But let's not get into theme parks. So, what was I going to say? I love the second episode almost more than the first episode by a lot, right? It has the same vibe of we're getting the gang back together and assembling a team. That's always the most fun part. It's like the Muppets, original Muppets movie montage where they go and gather everybody, and it's a delight. That's always the best part of every movie. Convince me I'm wrong. I dare you. You'll never do it. It's always the best part of every movie. So that's why I love this episode. And now we get to it. First of all, when Agatha walks out of the house, holy outfit. Look at that hair, that amazing coat. She's wearing the original brooch that she found at the crime scene in the first episode. I mean, it's everything. It is everything. And that needed to be acknowledged. They also, the big scene in this is them singing Down the Witch's Road to try to open the doors and summon the Witch's Road. This is amazing. This scene was fantastic. First of all, what a great song that I can't wait to hear more throughout the rest of the series. Obviously, I had seen it when they performed it live recently. I'd seen the YouTube videos of that. But also a scene that's creating and building tension. There's still jokes. When the group of witches, or whatever they are assembling on the street, and Herb looks over and he's like, "Did you see that?" And also seeing our beautiful Miss Hart just get so into the song adorably. It's a way, like, the way the scene builds tension, but also like ensures you that this is fun the whole time is delightful. Seeing Agatha argue with everybody and like know that she's one step ahead. This is going to be a really fun group dynamic. Really fun group dynamic. I cannot wait to see more of the Coven. Yeah. Also, shout out to whoever, or I don't know if it's effects or if that was an actor who crawled down the stairs right as they're entering the door. That's scare acting, baby. That is amazing. I loved everything they did with the group of witches in the black shrouds. That's creepy. I love it, and I want to see more of that. I hope we keep up everything. Like, the vibes alone, I know I've said this before, but of this second episode, of this like creepy intrigue, but fun yet playful. It's camp, it's Sabrina, it's delightful. I can't think of the last time I watched something that made me feel similar to this. I mean, this is what I wanted Hocus Pocus 2 to be, you know? I can't wait to see what they do with the rest of the series. Are we going to see Wanda? I don't think we even need to. I think this is all about each person's individual journey, seeing what happens within the Coven on the way to the journey. It's all about the journey. It's about the journey, guys. It's not about whether we win. It's about what happens and the friends we make on the way there. You know what I mean? But I can't wait. I also think, what's his name? Joe Locke, the kid from Heartstopper, is doing a great job. He's charming and fits in really well. Shout out to gay representation, by the way. Shows his boyfriend calling, and that's it. We don't make a deal of it because it's actually the least interesting thing about that character. So, very cool and very fun and exciting. I cannot wait. What did you guys think of this episode? Critics are like super mid about it, but audiences seem to like it so far. The people I've talked to that have watched it seem to like it so far. Guys, I love these first two episodes. Let's bring back appointment television. I can't wait till next week. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I really want to talk to somebody about this. I don't know anybody else who's seen it yet. So please let me know what you think, and let's talk about this more later. Okay, bye.